Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
They're on 26-yard line.
Ready? 30 base.
You sick at the mic. Hit. Watch the twist. Shit.
Bam. You're fine.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Out. Shit.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Hey, wahoo!
56.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason, the open man is Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
That's good for our Vikings. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
No.
Hey, Sam off. Big rip.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On the set.
41's the mic. Check 41. Yeah.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason open here, Adam Thielen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Smooth.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
It's our time.
Hey, Foxtrot.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 198.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. They were ball hawks Bucs last week, they had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
I smell fear in that offense. Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's coming.
Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey,
Look at me. Door. Five.
Looking to throw. Eason. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd down now. It's Edwards. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. Go. Step.
On 3rd down, Eason. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Let's go.
Sleep grip.
On 1st and 10, Eason airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Eason. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Mack Wilson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Eason. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Eason. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Strip that ball.
Throwing again. Eason. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chad Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
This is similar to baseball, where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 31-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. Man up, D. Man up, D.
Let's go.
Now Jones from the gun. He'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Ready to break. Hey, lock it.
It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. Kill.
Score. Ready.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus? This
Ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Check nine, check nine. Back. He's coming. We got double up.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
Ready.
Set. Check Mike 54. You get blocked, me. You get.
Throwing, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
13 yards. First down, Giants.
On the double.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the Vikings' 29-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. He's checking.
Rock it. Get.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And it's third down.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Hey, Haywood.
Jones operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
Crunch. Check.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Got it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the 41-yard line.
15 line. 15 line. 54.
All day, every day, any day.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills.
The second down pass. Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
Here we go.
Ready?
On 1st down, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
At the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Operating for the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check 56. Watch the slant.
Get it.
Again, it's Edwards, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Set. 60 yards.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Hey, orbit.
White 56.
Back to throw. Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Vikings send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Hey, Charlie.
Jones now on 1st and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
54. Touchdown, defense.
Let's go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Go.
Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Keep playing on.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Here we go. 8 read.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Watch the back. Hey, switch gears. That's no us.
Hard. Hey, lock it.
Joker.
Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Matt Weil now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Rabbit. Watch that. Slam.
To throw again. Eason. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the deep...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And it's the Falcons that have just added to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Recon. 132 fighter. Get it.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Echo.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Let him know.
Shoot.
From the gun, Eason. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Check tight.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Eason. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Lorenzo Carter brought him down. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Now.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ready? Rock it.
Right, 54. Hey, tight. Showing it. Check the backer.
61, matchbox lights.
Switch.
Bam. Deep grip.
On 1st down, Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
6 man.
2nd and 5. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, seam six.
Come on, boys, 56. Check, 56.
2nd and 4. Complete. Smith has it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Hey, wahoo!
Mike 56, Mike 56.
From the gun, Eason. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
Right there, 56. Here we go,
Smooth.
Mike 56. Mike's 56. What we got?
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Eason. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, Foxtrot.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 3 buzz.
Go.
Mike 56.
Go.
Throwing again. Eason. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Pick up the ball. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
On 4th down, Eason. And he's able to find Diggs. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base.
Get track.
Hey, Delta.
56.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Alpha. Snap.
To throw again, Eason. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the rough season continues as they've plunged to 1-13. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.